Today we're going to be talking about 6 things that you should know if you're interested in astrology. If this interests you, stick around and let's get into it.
Can you tell I watch your videos?
Hi, I'm Veronica and welcome to the Wholeness Shift. If this is your first time here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. I teach people about easy, practical spirituality. I help you navigate your spiritual awakening, and we talk about all the metaphysical and esoteric stuff that you could ever be interested in. So if this interests you, hit the subscribe button below because I wouldn't want you to miss out on anything good. Mm-hmm. Today I am back with my daughter Inela.
Hi.
And she is so into astrology. She has studied so hard for so long, and she continues to study because it's such a big topic.
Yep.
You could study your whole life and probably still learn stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so anytime I have any questions about it, she's the one I go to. So I just thought that I would have her on here to share a few things that she thinks are important for people who are just beginning to get curious about this. They're wondering what it's all about. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Ready to dive in?
Yes, ma'am. Let's
right.
do it. Bear with me if I just kind of ramble on or something because astrology is so vast. There's so much continually to it, and I don't want to, I could get lost.
Yeah, we don't want to make it too complicated because this is geared more for beginners.
Yes.
So we're going to try to keep it just very basic.
Yes, very true.
Number 1, your sun sign. Now, with most people, you already know what your sun sign is, even if you don't know what it's called or that that's what it was. So this is the sign that you typically think about when someone says, what's your sign? Mm-hmm. It has to do with your birth month, right?
Yes. Your sun sign is what people would consider as your biggest, personality. It is the outer you, the you that just kind of shines through when it comes to really anything at all. And there are a few different things that are big when it comes to this. One main thing that a lot of astrologers out there, I am by no means a certified astrologer or anything, I've just dedicated a lot of time to this.
It's a passion project.
Yes, because I am very good at reading people. Astrology, numerology, these are all things that just make sense to my complex brain. My weirdo-ness, it helps. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But a thing a lot of people like to argue about are cusps, which I'm born on one.
What is a cusp?
Okay, a cusp is when you are born in between the changing of signs. If you are born between...
Right on the borderline.
Yes, if you're born between the 17th and the 25th. People argue this because they think that you can't be half of one sign and half of another when it's not even like that.
It's all about the energy. I think you can certainly have traits of both.
Exactly. That's the way I've always viewed it. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed.
Yeah.
It just is. So you can't tell me that when the wheel moves, it just stops. It's oh, this is done.
Yeah.
The next one.
Yeah.
No,
it bleeds
exactly.
into one.
It molds and it changes and it shifts and it blends and mixes together. Mm-hmm. I'm the cusp of oscillation, which is Cancer and Leo, July 23rd. It's crazy. If you're a fellow one, you understand the struggle. It's horrible, but I signed up for it. It's all good.
I'm a Capricorn. I'm a January Capricorn. Mm-hmm. Would you say, I always think that I am a pretty typical Capricorn. Would you say that I am?
Oh yeah, she definitely
The good,
is.
bad, and the ugly, I am a Capricorn.
Yes, but see, I draw Capricorns to me. My mother's a Capricorn, my sister, her daughter's a Capricorn, my mother-in-law, my longest best friend. Capricorns are just everywhere around us. But see, she's ambitious, she is hardworking, she's down to earth. She is the person that you can go to when you need help with something because she has that earthy, grounded, that stubbornness, get this done. It's amazing. Her birth chart's beautiful, yet tough. Don't mess with her.
I'll take it.
I bring up cusps because there's people out there who are like, oh, I don't fit in with my sign at all. And I was that way growing up. I was like, not a Leo. Like, I don't feel like this at all. But there's also so many other aspects that it... Astrology, man. Like, there's so
There's
many
so much.
facets to it
Yeah.
that make us who we are. And, like,
Yeah.
you are a little bit of everything. Like,
Yeah.
you literally... It's everything within it.
So let's move on to number 2 then,
Okay.
so we can explain some more things. Number 2 is your rising sign. What is that?
Rising signs are cool. That is, they also change the most rapid. A rising sign can shift every like 2 to 3 hours.
Really?
Yes, that is why birth time is the most important when it comes to your birth charts. Knowing your birth time helps get accurate degrees counts and accurate rising signs because they...
Yeah.
It's,
So if you're looking up all your information, you're going to want to know the day you were born and what year. You're going to want to know the time you were born, if at all possible. And if not, get as close as you can to that time, and where you were born, because this helps tell you exactly where the planets were at the moment you were born.
yes, your rising sign is the constellation on the eastern... Don't hold me to that. I believe it is eastern. The eastern horizon when you are born. And my rising's Capricorn, ironically.
What's my rising? I don't even remember.
Taurus. Hers is Taurus. That's why she's bougie. She's fancy.
I was just thinking that's why I like the finer things in life. Yeah.
That's why she is gregarious and warm. When you first meet her, you're just like, oh, you're awesome. And she has great taste. It's the Taurus rising.
Thanks, babe.
I love Tauruses. Taurus is
I mean,
one
it's
of my
my
favorite
Taurus,
signs.
but thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what does the rising sign tell us about ourselves?
It's the mask you wear when you're in public, or your first impression that you meet on people. Like with me, mine's in Capricorn. So when I'm in a professional setting, I know how to appear like I have my shit together. Like people, they're like, wow, she knows what she's doing. It's in my Capricorn rising's my saving grace. Like everything else is the best. But it's the mask you wear when you're uncomfortable, when you're in a new setting, when you're working.
Number 3, your moon sign.
Moon signs, that's the inner you. Whereas like
The real you, or like...
the you at home. The
Okay.
you your family sees, your partner, your loved one, the innermost version of you that not everyone sees. Like
Gotcha.
your rising is your outer self, that it's like the mask you wear. Your sun is your like overall personality, and then moon is the inner, most sentimental, like you cozied up at home.
Yeah.
You around a group of the people you love the most in the world, like the you that not everyone sees, that's inside.
And mine is Aquarius?
Yep.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, Aquarius moons, sorry mom, but it's actually kind of a cold placement. Yeah, and Capricorn suns and Aquarius moons, that's how she's able to just keep going. Like, honestly, it's not a bad thing. It's just, like, whereas I'm an emotional, blubbery mess, I have
I'm
a
just,
Pisces
like,
moon.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, like, she is awesome, and she's able to just tackle all challenges, and that's because Aquarius, it's also explains why she's such an alien. Because Aquariuses are basically aliens. Like, they're the most out there, cool, spacey, like, sign. And that's my mama. She's awesome.
Thanks, babe. You're awesome,
You're
too.
welcome. Yeah, like, okay, my Pisces moon is why I am so psychic. Like, while hers is where she's so esoteric and, like, open in those ways, your moon's...
Okay,
yeah,
I get
see?
that.
That's why I was saying, like, alien,
Yeah.
like, wise. Whereas, like, mine, okay, I am so easily influenced by the energy around me. This is why I said hers aren't that, like, it's not a bad thing, and she's so tough, and she's so strong and able to be, like, get away from me. Water moons are more susceptible to being influenced by energy.
I remember one time somebody had said to me, you have a tremendous capacity for realism. You just don't spook easy. And it's true. Like, there is nothing anybody could tell me that would shock me and go, no, like, I can never be around this situation again. I'm just like, Okay.
See, that's what I...
And is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, when I said, like, her birth chart is beautiful yet tough, that's what I meant. Because, like, she had, like, oh my gosh.
This resilience that,
yeah,
like, I just don't spook
it's
that easy.
amazing.
And so yours, you were just saying something a few minutes ago about that explains that.
Yeah, my Pisces moon, things are, like, they don't get to me, but they're able to distract or influence my energy or make me feel really heavy and whatnot. And it's because of the Pisces moon. It's because Pisces is the oldest sign. It's the wateriest water sign. And water moons, I don't want to say they're the most spiritually open, because like I said, her Aquarius moon is why she's so esoteric and like open to all of those things. Water moons are easily swayed, and like the waves in the ocean. And that's not to say anything negative. It's just saying that we're so open to things. Like, she's open in a different way. Like, something can come in and just like tap 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 and just influence your energy. Especially, like, okay, me, I constantly feel all sorts of things. Like, it's just like continually going, so I don't pay much attention to it. Like, it's just, I block it off, so something is able to sneak its way in and mess with me a little bit, and it takes me a while to get rid of it, if that makes sense.
See, I feel things all day long too. I feel things all the time, but it's more like I notice it's there and it just doesn't affect me. Do you know what I mean?
She has the conscious detachment that comes with having an air moon, because air signs aren't as emotionally involved.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and all the earth in her chart, it helps you maintain a good balance, like as above, so below kind of thing, because earth, air, like it just, that's why we're all our own fun little mess.
Number 4, your Venus sign.
This one I felt was important because we are in an age of healing and learning how to love other people and love ourselves properly. And your Venus sign is the sign of relationships and love and how you love other people, how you love yourself. It's the sign of beauty and like the way that you find beautiful things in the world, what makes sense to you in the way that it does. And like, this is another thing of my birth chart that sucks. Mine is 0 degrees Virgo. Like, when I was born, my Venus was at 0 degrees Virgo. Venus is in detriment in Virgo. Venus falls in Virgo. It is why I am nitpicky. I am obsessive over things. I find flaws in other people. Like, it is,
What's mine?
Your Venus is in Sagittarius.
That's right. I do know that.
Yeah, and that's why she's fun, and she needs someone who is adventurous and spontaneous.
But see, I feel just the opposite. Like, if I had somebody who was adventurous and spontaneous, I'd be like, no.
It's all the earth.
Like, I want to stay home and chill. Like, I don't want to go be adventurous and spontaneous. Find someone else.
Okay, well, do you like trying new food?
All right. You win.
Do you enjoy getting random gifts?
Oh, yeah.
Being adventurous and spontaneous doesn't mean you have to just like take off and go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You win.
Yeah,
I get it
like
now.
if they bring home like flowers or anything.
Little surprises.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Like the spontaneity out of the mundane everyday life.
Okay. I can see that.
Someone who's a little bit like, and she's very funny. Like she's roasting people.
Oh
like,
my God,
yeah.
that's my love language, unfortunately.
See, it's the Sag. That is the Sagittarius
Oh
Venus.
my gosh. You know, that's one of the things that I always loved the most about Fred. For all of his flaws or faults, Fred, whenever I roast the heck out of him, he just giggles. He just laughs. He rolls with it because he does it too. And so we mesh that way, and like it never offends him because I don't do it on purpose. I never do it maliciously. But if I'm not roasting you on some kind of low-key level, I don't like you. I don't feel comfortable with you, and I'm closed off. Because if I like you at all, I'm like zinging at you.
Her and Fred. Fred's a Gemini. That's opposites. Opposite signs, Gemini, Sagittarius, all the opposite signs are two ends of the same spectrum.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. They're the same sign, like, but just opposite ends. Two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Well, that does make sense then.
Yep. Another interesting thing, your Venus sign sometimes will dictate who you marry. This is where it gets interesting. Yeah, like, okay, even though I'm on a cusp, my son is technically Leo. My husband is a Taurus. Leo and Taurus do not usually mix. However, Robbie has a Gemini Venus. I have a Virgo Venus.
Got it.
Yeah. My Venus is an earth sign. His Venus is an air sign. Best friend match. And
okay,
like my mom, the men that she has been with throughout her life, Sagittarius,
they're like
Gemini.
a handful of signs. Yeah, most of my partners in this life have been, let's see, one Sagittarius, one Virgo, and the rest have been like Scorpios and Taurus. Yeah. Fred's the first Gemini, and he will be the last. I'm just putting it out there. He will be the last. No offense, Geminis, love you.
Yeah, my daughter's a Gemini.
I love my grandbaby. Yeah. So anyways, we're just going to leave that there. But yeah, I tend to be drawn to those, like, all the ones you hate. Like the Scorpios, Pisces, Virgo, like that. Those are my people. And like Sagittarius, I don't know.
I don't really get along with Sagittarius either.
Well, I've only had one, and I don't think I like him much. So, but yeah, the chemistry of the Scorpios, Pisces, Virgo, those people, like, it draws me like a magnet.
It's all the earth in there. And see, Scorpios, I don't get along. October Scorpios, y'all are the best. Libra Scorpio cusps, love y'all so much. But November Scorpios, that's also called a square. A square is the sign that is 4 away from you, and there's conflict. It's where you learn growth. It's where there's conflict. There can be challenges. I clash with November Scorpios, but in an intimidation way, if that makes sense. Y'all are so cool. You are so awesome. You are so strong. Your emotional capacity is so great. It's just...
Did you say November or October?
November. Like, I love October Scorpios.
Yeah.
I clash
with the November
ones.
Ones.
Yes.
Got it.
Your Venus can indicate who you end up in a relationship with. But yeah, I'll take that with a grain of salt, because it doesn't necessarily mean which element.
It's not set in stone.
No. And all the other influences within your birth chart really, like, you can't... We're all so different, and we're all people. Like, our individual experiences, like, just, if it makes sense, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's not like an end-all, be-all, like, this is what it means.
On paper, Capricorn and Gemini are like, no. Hard no. And I can see parts of why. However, Fred and I just click, man.
Aquarius moon.
It's a shame that it's so messy.
Sagittarius Venus.
Yeah, because, like, he's my people. Number 5, your north and south nodes.
This is another important thing, because we all have that grand question. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Your north and south nodes indicate what overall themes of this incarnation and your past lives are. Your north node is what you are coming into this life to develop, to move forward in, to accomplish. Your south node is what you are bringing from your past lives. Your south node is what is familiar to you, what is easy, what comes natural, what makes sense, your habits, your opinions, your mindsets, your way of viewing things. It's those traits that you have accrued throughout different past lives that you carry into this one, but in order to grow as much as you can, you have to develop your north node, which is the things that don't come that easy to you. They aren't that natural, yet you want to achieve.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay. I think I'm following you.
Okay. Like, they're always opposite each other. Opposite signs, like I said, 2 ends of a spectrum. And, okay, let's see. My south node, also in Pisces, which indicates that I have had multiple past lives, being spiritually open, being spiritually gifted, all these things. And my North Node is in Virgo, which means this lifetime, I'm not supposed to, like, that's what comes natural. But it's not supposed to be overly developed, if that makes sense. I'm supposed to work on being grounded, being in reality, working hard, being organized, achieving stuff. Like, all the things I want, but are really hard to do. If that makes sense.
I get that.
Yeah. Her North Node is Capricorn, and her South Node is Cancer.
I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart.
Yeah, she does. But see, she has spent a life, like...
So my North Node is Capricorn, you said, and my South Node is Cancer.
Yes.
Okay.
And that means she comes from a lot of lives of being overly emotional, maybe, being vulnerable, also being spiritually gifted, nurturing, probably was, like, had a motherhood role in a lot of lives, or a lot of pain with mothers in her past lives. Her Capricorn North Node means that this lifetime is spent more of developing strength, protecting herself.
Boy, have I.
See, that's what I'm saying. Protecting herself, protecting her home, protecting her emotions. Just a lot of, like, no more, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Which I know
to me it does.
Yeah, I know it does to her. And even building strong children. Like, because she is a mother. She has 4 kids. And this, like, we're all strong. Like, this life...
Indeed.
It's been an interesting one. And where her past lives, and see that vulnerable, because I know my mom, and I know that inside she's vulnerable, she's overprotective, like, she's outside as well. Like, she has a huge heart, and she gives, and a lot of people have taken advantage of that throughout her life. And so part of completing her North Node is setting boundaries, is being like, this is the way I want this to go, because I matter too. My voice matters, my opinion matters, like, yeah. So, if that makes sense.
It does.
Oh, I love you, Mom.
I love you.
You're so special.
I love you. You're my girl. Number 6. Are there any apps that you recommend for them to use?
Yes. I have a few favorites.
And we will link to all of these, if we're able to, in the description below.
Yeah, definitely. Time Passages.
Okay.
That is an amazing one, especially if you're just starting out with your birth chart. Just download it, put in your information, and it gives such an accurate explanation of everything. Like, it's a really beautiful one. Some places don't give you, like, extra little pieces of your birth chart, like your Lilith or your nodes. So a good website that I've found for that is Cafe Astrology.
Oh, I haven't been to them for years. I forgot all about them.
Well, yeah, like, the first time that you're getting your birth chart, if you don't want to pay for it, because you can always go that route and, like, find someone super fancy, like an astrologer or something.
Better just to go get it. You can
like
astrology.com, Cafe Astrology, any of those,
Cafe Astrology is just the one that I am most aware of, giving all the little tiny aspects of your chart that some places will typically leave out.
Okay.
But that's because I like knowing everything. Like,
oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm over analytical.
Yes, me too.
Pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Pattern is, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's
It
really
really
one of
is.
my favorites. Let me look real quick.
Maybe.
Obviously, there's CoStar, which CoStar falls along the lines of being a little bit more generic. But it's still a good one if you're learning, if you're a beginner.
Daily Horoscope is good.
Daily Horoscope, yeah, that's one of the ones I've used, like, I don't want to say my whole life.
Yeah.
But, like, since smartphones got
one,
big, Daily Horoscope was one.
This is, what's it called? It's called Sanctuary.
Oh, Sanctuary is a good one.
Anything else that you recommend for them, or any websites or anything?
If you like books, I love books. I am an author. I'm actually about to get my first book published.
It's about to get published soon, y'all.
Yes,
I'll have to give you the link once we have it and once it's all out and everything, so you can check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I've been working hard, and it's about to come out.
Proud mama.
Thank you. Get a book that describes every birthday. I will have to send my mom the information on the one that I have because I have two. I gave one to my little sister. The one I have at home, I think it's the secret language of birthdays. I'll have to send it to her so she can link it.
Yeah, send me the Amazon links to them and I will share them.
Yeah, okay, definitely. Because books are awesome. Read more books. Books are the best.
I have so many books that I've bought and I've never even opened. Like there's a used bookstore in, like a used spiritual bookstore in Amherst.
Oh.
Yeah, like downtown Amherst in one of the little shops.
Sweet.
And I went in and I spent like $10 or $15 and I got like 3 big bags of books. Probably like 30 books. And most of them I've never even opened the cover to yet. And so I have a lot of reading to do. Yeah.
Read those books.
Yeah.
Books are your best friend.
Books are your best friend.
And take notes. Write down all your stuff. Write it down. When you write it down on paper, it helps you remember. Like I have my birth chart, her birth chart, Robbie's birth chart. Like I write it all down. She was
surprised. We were going through some keepsakes and stuff the other day, and she found some old birth charts of all of ours that I had printed out in like
2003.
Yeah.
That was so cool to me. Like I think that's amazing.
And I'm like, I've been into this stuff forever. I don't know as much as you, but
it's so cool.
I have a folder in my phone, in my photos in my phone, where I take screenshots of all my stuff and keep it in there in the folders. I think it's called My Astrology or My Info. And so that way, anytime I have a question or I can't remember something, I just go to that and look at my chart or look at the list I had written out or something like that. So stay organized with your information.
Very true. That's another good thing. Stay organized.
Yeah. All right, you guys, I hope this helped. I hope if you're not already into astrology, maybe this piqued your interest. Maybe this is something you could get into a little bit. And I'm not saying you have to like go all out, but you know, it's always good to know more about yourself and to know what energies influence you and everything, because it's not just woo-woo. It does matter, and there is some truth to this stuff. So, and if you had questions, I hope this helped answer some of them. If you have any more questions, please make sure to leave them in the comments or send them to me, and like and share this video if you found it valuable. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button because it means a lot and it helps out.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Thank you. Will you come back and help teach some more?
Yeah. Ask whatever you want. Let us know what you want information on. It can like anything at all. And yeah, I think it's fun.
Right on. I'm so excited. I finally got her on here.
She's been trying for a while.
I've been trying for 3 years now because she's such a wealth of information. I'm so grateful that
I just get nervous.
Got her on here.
I get nervous.
You did great, though. You did so good. If you guys think she did good, tell us in the comments. She did so good.
That's why I'm writing a book, because like I can just
put it out there and like not be on camera. But you did great, and you look pretty. I keep being distracted from the camera because I stare at her on the screen. I'm like, that's my baby. You're so cute.
Thank you. It means so much. Because, awkward, but it's cool.
Awkward llama. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
That was like a weird wave peace sign.